Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Let's jump into today's message. So what I'm getting is for the download is you are impossible to forget. You are impossible to forget. Your energy makes people cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You guys are impossible to forget. You guys leave people stunned, awakened, shocked. You guys have a huge impact on people, even strangers. Your energy, your essence, your presence, what you emanate is impossible to forget. Let's jump in. So you guys have been feeling like your glow up has been moving really slow, or you feel like every time it gets momentum, it stops. So you feel like it's been stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And you always feel like, why is it taking a while? It's taken so long. Why do I have to keep stopping? Why is it never the right time? So you guys are getting blessings right now in your 7th house with relationships, possibly your social life, anything with partnerships, relationships, friendships. So you have Uranus, you have Scorpio and Uranus in your 7th house. So these are like weird things, weird, serendipitous, good things happening for you, but you're just kind of like, it might be confusing you right now because you kind of feel like the things that are unfolding are weird. So you feel like there's crazy, mad, weird things unfolding that maybe don't make sense, but like you still feel good at the same time. So you're like, okay, well, I'm still feeling great. So even though it's like you guys are meeting people in weird ways right now, like maybe at the grocery store or like just in passing, you guys are going to gain relationships or have more momentum in your relationships in ways that you were not expecting, but that are working out for your highest good. So you feel like getting friends was really hard. You feel like you were always dealing with mean girls or people being mean to you or teaming up against you. And so you guys are being blessed right now in your department of friendships and your social life. We got options. You guys have a lot of freedom. So people are really intimidated by you because it seems like you're not aware of like the type of freedom that you have or the type of bravery that you have. You guys exude a lot of strength, and sometimes I think you guys forget like that the other people aren't out here doing the same thing as you. Other people out here don't have the balls to do what you do. So not only are you unforgettable, you are impossible to forget, and people find your strength impossible to forget. The way that you are liberated, the way that you have options. So what you guys are learning right now is you are learning to consider the career possibilities that are available to you because you have things that are coming in for you that maybe don't make sense, but they work for you. And so you're considering them. Follow your intuition. You guys are also learning what it means to truly create your vision, what that means to you and what that entails. And then you guys are also learning to work joyously, to have fun working, because maybe work was getting really monotonous and mundane. So there's some changes coming in to how you create your vision at work. So I've got wishes granted. She's a unicorn. I'm hearing that song, She's One in a Million. You guys seen Miss Congeniality? They have that song where they're all of them are like going onto the stage and they're singing that song, She's One in a Million. Oh my gosh, I love that song. So you guys have wishes being granted right now. Magical energies surround you. So it's like this weird vibe. You're like, something weird is in the air. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, but you feel the magic. You know, it's nothing short of a miracle. You know, it's nothing short of serendipitous. You know, it's nothing short of blessings. We have your thoughts are manifesting. So everything that was moving so slow, you guys are being given the downloads and the clarity to tap into your deepest desires. So you guys are very sensual, mysterious, magnetic. People are super intrigued by you. They're like, what are you? He's one in a million. She's 1 in a million. You might want to take notes. And you guys are also realizing that you are divinely protected as you navigate your career paths and your possibilities. Wow. She's a unicorn. He's a unicorn. 1 in a million. One of a kind. Hard to find. Irreplaceable. Comment down below. I am hard to find. I am 1 in a million. I am irreplaceable. Duh. Okay. I am 1 in a million. I am that unicorn. I am irreplaceable. Duh. So you guys could like Beyonce, because I'm hearing that irreplaceable song. To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Okay, let's get into your tarot. I'm so excited for this download. Okay. We got Strength was your first card out. So you guys could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising in Tropical. You don't have to be. Or you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising in Tropical, but you don't have to be. And you guys are stepping into this strength, and you're going from being like, I don't know, being like near the cliff, like being the fool and being like, I need all these things to go on this adventure. And you guys are realizing that you don't. You guys are realizing that you got options, you are protected, you're ready to go. Have you guys seen the movie The Hobbit, where Bilbo Baggins is like not sure that he's gonna go with the other dwarfs like on this adventure, and then he decides, and they're like not even like down the path, and he's like, oh, I forgot my handkerchief, we gotta go back. And this guy, one of the dwarves, throws a dirty handkerchief like, here. He needed to have everything packed. This is what you guys are unpacking, no pun intended, but quite literally. You guys are realizing that you were limitless. You do not have to have your blow dryer, your lucky handkerchief. Like, this message could be for me too, because I am that bitch. Or I'm like, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. I'm the type of person that goes to work with like Band-Aids, you never know. Advil, you never know. Like, everyone knows me at work for like, if something goes awry, Brittany will have something in her magic Mary Poppins bag, okay? So you guys could be that person. You're like, I gotta have these things ready in case like something crazy arises, and you're learning to let go. You're learning to release control. You're learning to like leave it in the divine's hands, in God's hands, in the universe's hands, that you are protected. You do not have to pack everything. I mean, bring your little dog if you have to, but you don't need everything, like the Band-Aids and the lucky handkerchief and the whatevers. So it's about that being an adventure for you, and about it being more spontaneous and serendipitous about how you meet people, and letting God bring you people that you need, instead of being like, oh, it's taking a while. I'm just going to do it myself. No, the divine, the universe, your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, God is bringing you the people that you need. And you were thinking the whole time, you're like, I need to pack correctly, and I need to go out and find them. Where am I going to find them? But they're coming to you. They're coming towards you. So you guys emanate incredible strength, and you guys doubt that sometimes. That's what I was getting in the download. You guys doubt that sometimes because you guys pass through lessons really fast. You guys transform faster than you realize. So there's a lot of things that you guys have been through that other people couldn't even fathom. So say like, for an example, for me, I've had to start over in life. I don't know how many times, because of addiction and being in toxic and abusive relationships, that where I was just constantly glowing down and trying to be a people pleaser and be a doormat for everyone in life. And so I constantly was getting knocked down and having to start over and over and over and over. So people wouldn't know that about me, that I've been kicked out of college for fighting. I've been in and out of jail. I've gone through a lot of things with addiction and alcoholism. I'm years into my sobriety, but it's like people wouldn't know that about me from Jump Street. They'd be like, oh, they look really young. They don't know anything about life. It's like, no, I've had this. When I got kicked out of college for fighting, when I got kicked out of college for fighting. Now, I came from a super religious background on both sides. So my parents were split up. They both had their own religions. And so I grew up both religions. And I went to a religious college, and these girls tried to jump me while I was in student housing because they thought I was dating their returned missionary. This is like 3 months in to me being at college. I'm getting kicked out of student housing where they are super strict. And you guys, at the time, like, I'm a student, I'm not rolling in it. It took me forever to save up money for school, and I'm getting kicked out of student housing, which means I'm kicked out of like that town and the next town over because they're all approved by this college. And once you blow those standards and get kicked out, you don't get to go back in. So you have to move even further out just to go to the school that you're going to. So I got jumped as I was like opening my front door one day, getting off of work. Like, at the time, I think I was a hostess, and I'm trying to unlock my door, and these two girls come out from my neighbor's house and they start swinging punches. We're on the 3rd floor. I'm a fighter. I'm a scrapper. I had to learn at a very young age, younger than I wanted to learn how to fight, because I was getting bullied and jumped at the bus stop trying to go to school. And I had always dealt with being picked on. So fast forward to 7 years old to being 17 years old, because I graduated high school early and I went to college because I was like, I wanted to get away from my parents. They were crazy and toxic for me. So I started college early. Here I am, a 17-year-old, like, trying to be a grown-up. And I'm like, this is like 10 years later, and I have to fight all over again. So it's like, you're not, two bronze aren't coming for me and taking me down to the 1st story. That's not what's going to happen. So because I fought back, and because it did not go well for the people that thought they were going to jump me, the school, instead of them, student housing, instead of them giving me a warning, which is what they should have done because I hadn't been in trouble yet, they told me that I was done. And so I slept in my car. That's like the gist of this story. Is I slept in my car for like a month across the street from the college that I was going to. I had to get a gym membership, and so I'd have a place to shower, and I slept in my car across the street from campus just so I could go to school until I found a place in the city. But like, that was just like the first time I've been homeless. I've been homeless many times and had to go through things, and I've had to start over and start over and start over. So what I'm getting is, like, you guys have had these life experiences that no one could even fathom. Like, when I went to college, my mom and my stepdad said, she ain't gonna make it, she'll be back. And I fought and I scrapped tooth and nail to make sure, because not only did I go to college early, I moved to a different state because I wanted to be so far away from them that I wanted to be in a different state. So I wasn't going back to said state after being gone for 3 months. No, I was freaking not. So where like most kids would be like, okay, let me go home and it's fine, I guess I didn't make it. No, I have been working since I was 13 years old, and I paid for all of that shit on my own. I was not going back. I was not. Oh my gosh, you're so stubborn. Just come home. Just admit that you lost. Admit that you can't do it. You can't be on your own. I've been on my own ever since. I'm hearing sirens. So yes, you guys are divinely protected. Where most people would try to do the things that you would do or can't even fathom, you guys are realizing that you were divinely protected through those circumstances. Like, something bad could have happened to me sleeping in my car, being homeless over and over and over again, being in my addiction. I literally should be dead, and I'm here. And I'm grateful for that. I realize that I am divinely protected, that God's favor was over my life, because those things are nothing short of a miracle. The thing, like, I could write a book on the things that, just the dumb things I did, being stubborn, and then being an addict. Like, so when I went into college, like, I wasn't yet an addict, but I had my first boyfriend. He cheated on me like several times with different people. It hurt me to my core. And it was the person I lost my virginity to. So I was just like so broken. And then the other first guy that I dated that I didn't lose my virginity to, let these broads jump me. Like, what? So that's when I didn't know how to numb things and admit that I was wrong, or I didn't know how to work through things or work through my emotions because I hadn't been taught any of that. I grew up with parents with addiction issues and just a tumultuous, abusive childhood, like most of you guys. And so I didn't know how to deal with my emotions. So I was just like, I'm gonna numb it. I'm fine. Everything is awesome. That's how I thought. Everything is awesome. Everything is fine. And then I get mad at myself sometimes that I grew up so fast. I wish I would have had time to be a kid, but I feel like if I would have stayed there longer, there would have been more damage done than the damage I'm already healing from and dealing with. So you guys are realizing that whether you guys were partying too much, through the mistakes and the hardships, through the setbacks and the towers, through all of the things that you've been through and endured, you were realizing that there's divine favor over your life. You know that with every fiber of your being, because you guys know that circumstances could be way different. You could be in a totally different situation if divine favor was not over your life. And that is the faith or the hope that you've always had in the higher power. You guys could also have had a very religious background growing up. So I like to tell you guys examples because I don't ever want you to think that like I'm preaching towards you or that I'm better than or I'm calling people out. Like, I don't do that here. This is a judge-free zone, and we don't judge anyone here on my platform for their core beliefs, for how they grew up, or for what they're dealing with now. Don't do it. Because I'm not having it, okay? So for you guys, every time you guys go through something tumultuous and you guys come out on the other side, people don't expect it. So this tells me that you guys have been through a lot of bullying. You guys have been through gang stalking or things in the workplace that are crazy, family issues that are crazy. And you guys are learning how to show up for yourself. That is why your presence is unforgettable. You are impossible to forget. Comment down below, I am impossible to forget. Say that with every fiber of your being. I am impossible to forget. Impossible. So you guys are learning to show up for yourself. And maybe when you were younger, you were more spontaneous and more like willing to do things that you wouldn't do now. You guys are going to bring a little bit more of that spontaneity back into your life, but you're going to do it a little bit safer. Okay. So we have denial and jealousy. There are people around you near and far that are very high key and low key jealous of you. You guys have people in your past that you could have trusted and they were always in denial, refusing to value you, refusing to give you your flowers, refusing to appreciate you. And anything that they said was contradictory. They were refusing to face reality that you were this blooming flower and that you were growing up or that you were maturing. So even the people from your past, they're haunted by you because you made it out on the other side. And even if you guys don't think that you have, I want you guys to think about your circumstances right now. And if anyone that has hated on you could make it through what you have been through. And if you guys feel comfortable with sharing in the comments, you guys can do that because your guys' comments always help another subscriber. We are all family here. So we have jealousy. You guys are used to people being petty around you. You guys are used to people spreading all kinds of falsehoods and smear campaigns and rumors. That just tells me that you are doing it well and you are doing it right and you are magnetic AF. People are always talking behind your back. And so now instead of you being insecure and or worried about it, you just know it is what it is. You see the snakes for what they are. You're like, I already know. Now you have your psychic abilities and you know, you don't doubt it. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to in the past, you would doubt if like, were they talking about me? I don't know. Was that person really cheating on me? I don't know. And you would doubt it. You don't do that anymore. This is something that you're coming out of as well, is doubting the fact that you saw what you saw, you heard what you heard, and the end, period. Like, you guys, I remember my first boyfriend that I lost my virginity to, TMI. And, but we're family here, we're family, we're besties, okay? We're friends. I literally caught him at a Halloween party. It was either a Halloween parties or it was a pimp and hose party. Don't judge me. I don't know. It was college. And I went to this party and it was a costume party. It was Halloween. It was Halloween. And I went down to the basement and he's literally like feeling up on this girl's behind. She was dressed as a kitty cat and she was stacked. And he was like feeling up on her. And I was like, excuse me, do you not know I'm an absolute lunatic and I will cut your face? Like, did you not know? Let me reintroduce myself. I'm that crazy bitch, your girlfriend. And he kept telling me like, you didn't see that. That's not what happened. And I was like, that gaslighting, I cannot decease. Like, bro, I saw that. But you guys had people around you that were dismissing the cold hard facts. You guys, I have parents like this. I have family like this. I got haters like this. You got enemies, got a lot of enemies. You will never let them drain you of your energy. And they're pissed at you because you succeeded and they want to take you in the way back machine and we ain't going there. You're like, oh, is this the way back machine where we're going to go into the past and you're going to try to get your revenge out on me? It's not going to work. Take that 8th grade revenge shit down the street. Take it down the street because you guys are not falling for that anymore. Where people are like, we weren't talking about you. Oh, they don't dislike you. You guys, I deal with this still. A couple years ago, I was dealing with like a work issue and one of the managers I was dealing with started getting really petty with me and wanted to hire a bunch of her friends to like replace me and like phase me out. But God chose me for this industry and like that's not what's gonna happen. So I went to another manager and I was like, can you tell me like what is going on? Like why my hours are being cut? Because like I have put in the work for this company and I'm just not like, why are my hours being cut for new people when I'm a veteran here and I have seniority? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure it's not personal. They're not talking shit. Don't worry. They like you. If you have to say all that, you were full of shit from Jump Street. And so what I said to her was, when you are messing with how I support my family, when you are messing how I pay my bills, there ain't nothing more personal. So I'll wait. Took her 2 days, but then I got hours. I moved to another location, but I got my hours back because I was like, I'm not going to go where I'm not wanted. That means God is opening a bigger window for me. And if I feel froggy, I will leap. I'm not going to be here where it's about to get real messy. And I don't want to be lumped in with any of this that's going on down over here. So we have the devil. People do not want to admit that they are obsessed with you. Your exes, people from your past, your family, all of the people that you have let go and proved wrong, they cannot admit that they are obsessed with you. And you guys could have gone through your own addiction, your own obsessions, and these are things you were learning to let go of. And so maybe you guys had to walk away from friend groups because when we are in recovery, if we stay around the same neighborhoods, if we stay around the same friends, we might revert back to our old ways. And so these people wanted you to do that. However you were trying to better your life, they wanted you to stay in the neighborhood. They wanted you to run in the same circle. They wanted you to be running the streets because they wanted you at your lowest and they wanted to keep you tethered there. They wanted to keep you shackled and chained there without any freaking snacks. Comment down below, the devil is a liar. So people do not want to admit that they feel this connection to you. They feel drawn to you. They feel like they, even if you've been out of their life for years, like you're impossible to forget. People can't forget how you impacted their life, whether you were cursing them out in the street or you were their best friend or their ride or die. It does not matter how they knew you. They cannot forget you. Whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like there's a couple of you that are in your sobriety. And I am being prompted to tell you that if you are not sleeping well, someone here, okay, I'm getting a couple messages. I'm getting them really fast. Hold on. I'm getting these messages really fast. Not to you guys, hold on. What I'm getting for you guys is someone here is not sleeping well because they're in recovery. They're trying to get sober. Okay, so you guys could be going through withdrawal. You guys could be feeling sick right now, or you guys have been sober for a little while, maybe a year or less, or maybe a year or more, and you're feeling like, when am I going to start sleeping well? You guys, I went through this, and I am 8.5 years into my sobriety, and like, I don't sleep the same as when I used to black out. I don't sleep the same as when I used to knock back like 3 wine bottles and some like whatever. I don't sleep the same. And then I'm getting that there's some of you guys that there are people trying to spiritually or psychically attack you. You guys have like this sense of spiritual warfare in the distance. You can feel that you're protected from it, but I feel like they're trying to attack you in the dream state, or they're trying to attack you when you're sleeping. So comment down below. I vibrate high. High as heaven. I am definitely the wrong one. I stay prayed up and strapped in every sense of the word. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. My destiny is mine by birthright. Don't start none, won't be none. So some of you guys are going to be asking God to protect you in white light. Some of you guys are going to be lighting prayer candles. Some of you guys are going to be starting to write in a journal so you guys can get more sleep. I'm just getting that someone is anxious about good changes unfolding in their life. Like, you're a little bit worried, like, what is life going to be like if I'm not partying all the time? Or what is life going to be like if I let go of these people? Or what is life going to be like if I'm successful? I am hearing that song by, I think it's Trey Songz, I just want to be successful. So it's like, that's keeping you up at night. You're like, I just want to be successful. And you're going to be, because guess what the next card is? Guess what the next cards are? We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You guys are getting a new beginning in how you communicate, how you look at things honestly, and you guys are creating multiple streams of income. I just want to be successful. Comment down below, I am meant to be successful. So your ancestors are giving you guys downloads. Whoever your higher power is, whoever you pray to, whoever assists you, they are giving you downloads right now. They are whispering things in your ear for you to write down. There's something here about writing, that you need to be writing something down, writing down your dreams, getting a dream journal, doing affirmations. There's something that you need to be doing at night that might help you fall asleep. So yeah, let's see if we get anything else for you guys. Really quick, I'm going to turn on the air because it's getting really hot in here. Really hot. You can have a lot of people that honk at you or like whistle at you, and you're like, okay, so I just got that download as I was getting up. That like people can honk at you or like whistle at you, and you really don't like that. Look, you guys, we got speaker. You guys are meant to speak on the things that you guys have been through. Your strength is part of your purpose. Your story, your past is part of your purpose. And you might feel like it's not really good for you to like drudge it up right now. You guys will get to a point where you'll be comfortable sharing it. Like, you guys, if you guys have been with me a while, you guys know I put everything on Front Street. I don't hide anything about my past, or like I don't try to pretend that I'm like this upstanding citizen. You guys know I'll share my jail stories, I'll share my addiction stories, I'll share, you know, bits and pieces of that, because I'm, you know, I'm normal, I swear. But you guys are going to be realizing that your life purpose involves you speaking on things that people would not normally speak on. And so that's like the weird little plot twist, is as Uranus is coming in, you're realizing that how you're going to bring people in closer to you is being weird and being unique, tapping into your original gangster. So comment down below, I am unique, I am weird AF, I am the original gangster. So you guys like being like weird and quirky and witty, like that's what is going to bring in like your soul tribe, your soulmate, these serendipitous events. We have infinite abundance. Oh my gosh, you are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine purpose. For some of you guys, you haven't even started yet. It does not have to be perfect. I don't care if all you have is an iPhone. You can start with that. If that's what you guys are doing, if you're getting up and you're speaking, if you want to be a motivational speaker, if you guys want to be a tarot reader, I'm getting light worker vibes. So you are fully supported. So every time you devote yourself to your divine purpose, whether it's baby steps or big freaking strides, you will feel supported. And it's something that you're not going to give up on. So like maybe in the past, like you would start something and then like give up on it. You're going to realize that this purpose is yours because you're not going to want to give up on it, whether you're making money or not. Okay, you guys, for the whole first year and a half while I was on YouTube, I didn't make shit. I wasn't even monetized. So like, but I just kept doing it because I loved it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to read tarot. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I was prompted to do it. So I was stepping into it and just like having fun. And so you guys are going to be able to be your weird and quirky self, and people are going to love that about you. That's why you are impossible to forget. The end. Period. I love this message for you guys. Okay. Any other advice? There's a lot of people envious of you. Holy. Oh my God. These chooches and these choocholinis, there's so many. Getting a lot of Scorpio energy. Okay, so you guys are going through a rebirth in your first house. Your physical appearance is shifting. So that's why the people from your past are coming out and popping up like daisies, because they've been watching you on social media the whole time. And now that they see that you guys are glowing up in a big way, or that your physical appearance is just starting to shift, they really, I hear a motorcycle, they really want to know what's going on in your life. They're like, oh, okay, their hair is different, their body is different, their clothes are different, like what's going on with them? They've been stalking and watching you because you're impossible to forget. It doesn't matter if you dated somebody for a couple weeks and then ghosted them. They didn't forget about you. It doesn't matter if it was that person from second grade that they gave you the freaking side eye. Those people, nobody forgets about you. Doesn't matter if you ran into them at the grocery store. People do not forget about you. And so you guys are going through this death process of thinking that you are not worthy of this better life. You are going through this death process of knowing that you are supported in creating your vision, and that you have many career possibilities available to you. That you are meant to be a speaker. You are meant to have infinite abundance. That you are one of a kind. That you are the unicorn. And things might have been moving really slowly. You know, I always say that I'm a late bloomer, but I'm grateful to be a late bloomer, because if I would have been like feeling myself when I was younger, I would have gotten way more trouble than I got into. You feel me? So that's what you guys are realizing. Like, you are embracing being a late bloomer. You are embracing the fact that things moved slowly for you. And now you are seeing that those things moving slowly for you moved in your favor. Wow. So yeah, comment down below. I am fully supported as I devote myself to my divine purpose. Okay, last but not least, your last card is keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Keep doing you, boo-boo, okay? Keep doing you. Ugats you give to the hater on the left, the hater on the right, and the hater in the past. I'm going to say that again. Ugats, okay? My husband's Italian, so I try to pretend like I'm Italian too. Sometimes though I'm Hawaiian and African American. I try to pretend that I'm a gangster too. Anyways, so you guys you're good. On the hater to the left, the hater to the right, and the hater in the back, you're good. Ugats you give, which is having your zero you know what's on deck. Keep doing what you're doing because you are on the right path. You are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working for you. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing. I love that. You guys are going through a huge glow up. And so everyone's like checking, they're keeping your profile pictures on all your platforms. Okay, that's what I'm being shown right now. You guys, people are peeping your profile pictures. They're saying that there's a change in you. Trust and believe that this change in you is just the beginning. You guys are going through a whole transformation in your first house and a whole transformation in your friend group, your partnerships, your social life. It's all changing. Your reputation is shifting. You are going from, even though people didn't and can't forget about you, you're going from being underestimated to people being like, oh, I knew the whole time they were going to be this. Did you? So you guys see people, you see them. All right, you guys, if you're looking for extra ad-free content, link is in the description box. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I love reading your guys' comments, and they can help other members of our soul family. And just thank you guys for all of your Cash App donations, your memberships, and your Patreon. They don't go unnoticed. Thank you guys for all your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. So don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.